Ouija board chills tonight. I've always been a skeptic, the kind of person who rolls their eyes at ghost stories and laughs off urban legends. So, when a friend introduced me to a Ouija board filter on TikTok, I thought it would be nothing more than a gimmicky way to pass a few minutes. I was scrolling through the app late one night, lights off, wrapped in the comfort of my own bed. The filter loaded, and the board appeared on my screen. "Ask it anything," the prompt suggested. I chuckled and asked it to spell my name, half expecting it to glitch and show some random letters. But, to my surprise, it spelled my name perfectly. Then, without hesitation, it began to spell out a date. My birthday. I felt a chill creep up my spine, but I laughed it off as a coincidence. The next day, I brushed off the experience and went about my usual routine. But the date kept flashing in my mind like a neon sign, refusing to be ignored. I decided to try the filter again, this time with a friend. We were sitting in a crowded cafe, the buzz of conversation providing a sense of safety. The board appeared again, and I asked it for the date. It spelled out the same date, but this time it added a time, 11:59 p.m. My friend laughed nervously, suggesting we were just feeding into our own paranoia. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. The rest of the day felt like I was living in a fog, my mind fixated on the numbers. As the date approached, I became increasingly anxious. Each night, I found myself waking up at precisely 11:59 p.m., drenched in sweat, heart pounding. I told myself it was just stress, but each time it happened, I felt a growing sense of dread. On the night in question, I decided to stay awake, telling myself that facing it head-on would dispel the fear. The clock ticked closer to midnight, and I sat in my dimly lit room, eyes glued to the screen of my phone. As the digital display switched over to 11:59, my phone buzzed with a notification. It was a message from an unknown number. The text was short, "Are you ready?" Time seemed to freeze, and the room grew colder, the shadows lengthening around me. I hesitated but opened the message. Another text immediately followed, saying, "Look outside." My heart thumped in my chest as I moved towards the window, pulling back the curtain ever so slightly. The street was empty, but there, standing under the flickering streetlight, was a figure staring straight at my window. Their face was obscured, but I could feel their gaze piercing through the darkness. My phone buzzed again, and without looking, I knew the message would say, "We're just getting started."